Welcome back to another episode of Explorers of Darkness, and as you can see, we are on the main menu, which you may be wondering, why the fuck are we doing that? And it's because today we're going to play around with some Wonder Mail, and we haven't done anything with Wonder Mail yet, but if you've seen throughout the playthrough, anytime we go to accept a mission, you've probably seen there's a little password on the mission description, and yeah, that's what Wonder Mail is for. You can basically just send missions to other players, either through local wireless, or if you are a normal person, you can just use a password and post it on the internet or some shit. And that is what we are going to be doing, so give me a second here to just input this password. Okay, we have input our Wonder Mail password, and as you can see down there in the top screen, our mission is, can someone bring back a gigabyte scale? Now, what the hell is that? This Wonder Mail mission that I'm doing here is actually a special event mission. And this is actually a tie-in with the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time and Darkness anime special that was released to promote the game upon its initial release. And that's what this Wonder Mail mission is. Basically the plot of the anime special, if you've never seen it. It's on YouTube, by the way. Go watch it. It's pretty nice. The plot of that special is that the protagonists are... oh my god, I can't even fucking speak. The plot of that special is that the protagonists receive a mission to go to a dungeon called Labyrinth Cave to retrieve the gigabyte scale to help a Shinx's sick sister get better. And as a little like tie-in with that promotional anime special, you can input the special Wonder Mail password. How this was originally distributed, by the way, is if you got the DVD version of that special, it would actually like include this little Wonder Mail password like with it. And so yeah, you basically get to actually just like play the mission like in the anime special, which is a very cool and cute little thing. And well, that's what we're gonna go do right now. Yeah, we're not going to Surrounded Sea just yet. Trust the plan, we'll get there eventually. Yeah, Labyrinth Cave. This dungeon is not really noteworthy. You may have noticed that the mission did not actually have a Wonder Mail tied to it, and that's because the only way to get it is with the specific Wonder Mail I had to input. You can't, like... I suppose you can't share it through, like... Well, maybe you can share it through local wireless. I honestly don't know. But, anyway. This is probably unnecessary, putting items on everybody like this, but... You know, we have them. Might as well do it. Again, this dungeon, I feel like it's probably not very noteworthy. The enemies in here aren't that strong at this point. We can kind of just wreck them really hard. This dungeon is also not very long, of course. I want to say, like some of the other, like any missions where you unlock a dungeon, like what we did with Midnight Forest, I want to say those don't start to spawn until after Chapter 10. Well, I mean, that is the case for those. I've mentioned that before. I don't know if the same applies to Labyrinth Cave. And I suppose at that point in the story, you would have just cleared Ant Plains. I suppose at that point, it probably, like, you know, this would... Oh, why did I say no to him? Do we have him in shop? No. Okay, I just told him to fuck off for no reason. I wasn't really thinking. Anyway, I suppose if you did this dungeon immediately as you unlocked it, it would still probably not be all that difficult. Or maybe it would be just like a fair challenge for the point in which you unlock it. Anyway, there we go. We made up for not recruiting that previous Machop by recruiting another one. There we go. There's also a bunch of music that we haven't heard playing before here, or at least some music we haven't heard playing before. Despite this being a dungeon that you can access during the main story, it has a bunch of, like, post-game and, like, future dungeon music that plays in here. And that's something you should get used to. A whole lot of the optional unlockable dungeons just play, like, they just play music from, like, future dungeons and just other very late post-game dungeons for some reason, or a lot of the really late, like, end-game dungeons, they like to just play, like, the Beach Cave and Drenched Bluff theme a lot, despite them being, like, you know, the first dungeons in the game. Bit curious. Anyway, well, this dungeon, like I said, is not particularly noteworthy, so just fast forward to when something cool happens. Hey look, we made it to the end of the dungeon, and yeah, just like in the anime special, there is a boss fight here against Gigabyte. And for some reason it's playing the legendary boss battle theme, that's pretty funny, but anyway, let's just kick his ass real quick. Or let's just miss several attacks for no reason. Nah, we'll probably be okay. This dungeon is not very hard, and I do not remember the boss here being very strong. Yeah, okay, so he just goes down in 2 hits. Moth defeated the Gabite in an impressive manner, wow. And Moth triumphed over Gabite in a battle. Damn, both. You're getting loot as proof you battled. Holy shit, it's a box. And there you go, that's your reward for doing all this, is you get the aforementioned Gabite scale, which isn't actually, like, is an actual usable item. Thanks for getting you the Gabite scale. No, you ain't getting shit. And yeah, this reward here that you received, the Luxray Fang, is again, yet another reference to the anime special. All in all, it's a really short and pretty piss-easy mission, but it's just a very cute little reference. It would be very cool if other games in the series did something like this, like tie-ins with the promotional animes. Anyway, as we can see, the Gabite scale is in fact, well, somewhere anyway, maybe it went to storage, but the Gabite scale is an actual, what did I just say, Jesus Christ. The Gabite scale is an actual item that you can actually use in-game, and it's not that exciting, it's just a reskinned heal seed. Where did it go? I don't remember if it's possible to get more than 1 Gabite scale or not. So, yeah, huh, I could have sworn maybe that's not until, like, Explores the Sky. But you can definitely get the Gabite scale as an item and actually use it. I don't know, maybe that wasn't in Time of Darkness. Anyway, I think we can just spend the rest of this episode... Yeah, let's just spend the rest of this episode doing some other missions. I'd like to get some more levels in everybody before we proceed. Alright, this is probably a mistake, but we are back in Blizzard Island. We got 2 missions here today. 2 outlaw missions against fully evolved Pokemon. Oh boy, that'll be exciting. And what's also exciting is that there is a Delibird here right in the first room, ready to kick our ass. That's great. Now, with Flamethrower, should be able to pretty easily just... I'm kind of scared that that didn't kill somehow. My lord. Blizzard Island does not fuck around, what can I say? Anyway. You know the drill. Equip everybody's items onto them, and then just gonna move on. That's not good. Nah, watch this shit. We're gonna get out of this just fine. We're gonna be a-okay. Encore. Well, I was gonna just use Ember, but I suppose another Flamethrower will have to do. Okay, I probably got a little lucky there that Big Ralph never decided to actually use any attacking moves. And hey, look, nobody got separated that far either. See, we are plenty fine in this dungeon now. We've gotten so much stronger. God damn it. Okay, never mind. Oh my god, we're not that fine, actually. Fucking multi-hits. Anyway, let's just move on. Oh, this is not good. I remember what happened last time. Please do not Bubble Beam me again. Remote. I know it's difficult, but you need to take my place. Nice, nice double slap, probably. Oh my god, it actually worked. I'm sorry for doubting you. Alright, time for Outlaw number 1, Rampardos. I honestly have no idea how this is gonna go. Okay, well, we're just gonna win effortlessly. He's still alive somehow. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Yeah, well, I suppose, somewhat unsurprisingly, that wasn't really noteworthy. Anyway, on to Outlaw number 2. Hey, we got Cast Form. I don't think we already had Cast Form. Pretty sick find. I mean, as is the case with most other recruits, I kind of doubt we're ever going to use it. Who knows, maybe it'll turn out good in, like, a level reset or something. Alright, next Outlaw, Metagross. Well, again, probably still not going to be that big of a deal, considering I can just do that. We don't really need the buffs for this, to be honest, Screamo, but I suppose it's appreciated. Oh my god, that did a lot of damage. Damn. Let's not let him do that again. Hey, there we go. Has little effect my ass. Screamo just whooped him. Anyway, that's all our missions here. Let's get out. That's probably going to be about it for this episode. I know it was a quite short one, and the commentary has not been all there this time, but, you know, this is basically like a filler episode in an anime. That's, you know, maybe not the best way to promote my own video. Also, I see Metagross is so fucking huge that the two Magnemites are kind of, like, under his legs. It's very strange looking. Oh, actually, we should be getting here. Should be getting another rank up. There we go. We went from Diamond to Super rank. That was quick, damn. And we got a Calcium, nice. And if I remember correctly, to achieve the next rank, we're gonna need a few more points than that, to say the least. Get through this scene here and take a look. Okay, well, no. 3,800 points, that's not that much, relatively speaking. Anyway, like I said, I know the commentary was not very enthusiastic or exciting this time, but, you know, nothing wrong with just a short, low-energy video once in a while, I suppose, so we will just call this part here, and then I will see you next time on Explorers of Darkness.